stuff in the mail, and more flapping. Good afternoon, YouTube. Here with you on it, still on the Wednesday, and it's 1:58 now in the afternoon. I have picked up my mail for the day, and it got a bit of a jackpot kind of a thing going. First thing I have got was the drill bits, the Microbox HSS twist drills, 20 piece. I guess I could show that in the camera, it would probably be better. Okay, this is the Microbox HSS twist drills, 20 piece, 0.3 to 1.6 millimeter. Now these are in a box, obviously, and I haven't got them out yet to look at them, but I will. Probably not a lot to see, it's just little tiny drill bits, but we'll take a look at them nonetheless. And I'm sure these will come in handy for drilling a lot of different things, but probably main reason I wanted them was to drill circuit boards. There you can see they are very tiny, and I think these are, yeah, these are all drill bits down through here. So yeah, they're listed up here what size they are. So those are fairly nice. Keep getting them out of the picture. So I will like using those if I can even remember what I did with the tiny chuck. I get this stuff and put it up on the bench somewhere, and before you know it, it's gone. So also today I got the new Nakamichi. Let me get one out here. Oh, let's get the. There's one with two. There's 14 of them, just like I ordered. So that one tried to get away. Did you see that? Nakamichi, Nakamichi. So there you go over that. I'm assuming these don't at least screw off the same way as the other ones did. So now I can't tell just by looking if those are, if they appear to be solid. These don't twist like the other ones did, so I'm assuming they are. So we're gonna hope they are anyway. So we will try a couple of those and see how those work. The last thing I got was the new actually 47 bulbs this time from the pinball place, and I will be able to replace the one in the ICO here. That's why it's sitting up here, and we'll get one out of that and see how it looks installed, and then we can put the top on it and check it out. So I didn't get one of the things I didn't get was a return postage label. Usually, you know, they'll send a label to just put on the old package and send it back to them, but they didn't do that. So I have sent an email and questioning what I'm supposed to do with the old bulbs. Sometimes they'll just tell you to keep them because it was a $5.95. Sometimes it's not worth their time to go through and try to send it, make a postage and stuff like that. It's not going to net them a lot, but you know, it depends. I'll return if they give me the postage. I mean, I'm not going to spend my own money for it though. So let's just see if that is a 47. Let's see, 47 written on it. Can't tell what it is. I'll have to look at it in the micro what do you call it? You know what I mean. The magnification lamp. Let's get this in there. Now it's in there. Plug it in and see what she does. See how it looks. Watch it not work. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Not really. I wouldn't laugh too much at that. Alright, let's go over here to the actual bulb. Bring that up a little bit. Oh yeah. There we go. That's definitely lights up. So that was the problem there. Happy with that now. So we can go ahead and put the top back on that and close it up and get to using it. So like I say, unplug it again and we'll put the case on and I'll bring you back and show you what it looks like. Alright, there she is, a finished product. Bring it out a little bit and take a look at it. All the screws are in, one in the back included. Around the back side, look at that. Looks pretty darn good. I like it. Like it a lot. Probably could have put a coat of black paint on that handle, but that's not alright. No big deal. So I think it'll be just fine. All ready to play around with and see what it'll do. I was telling somebody on the I can't remember who it was now, but anyway, they asked what I was going to do with these, and one of the things I want to do is test transformers. Develop a scenario where you can test a transformer safely. I say safely because you just don't want to hook those up to high amperage AC, you know, not knowing what you've got or anything like that. I mean, you get a transformer, it's got a number on it, and sometimes you can look that number up and find out what it is, but sometimes you can't. So with something like this that's only going to put out a few volts, you can safely go through and hook it up to the transformer and hook it up to the scope, tell your primary from your secondary, things like that, and find it. You can find out the step up or step downness of the transformer, find out what ratio it is, and all that stuff just from hooking it up with a signal generator like this, because again, they're not very much voltage coming out. I think the IG 18 puts out 10 volts at max, so you know that's not going to be a problem. So that's one of the things I want to do with this, is develop a ton of a testing procedure for transformers and go from there with it. I mean, obviously it can be used for a lot of different things, but like I say, that's pretty much it for this. Let me get this out of the way and we'll come back again. Alright, back again. I have the ICO up there just for temporary. I tried to put it on the other side, but that shelf is just a hair, well, a little bit more than a hair less tall than this side, so it would barely get under there, and when I put the handle under there, it made the push up the top shelf, so I don't want to do that. So we'll leave it where it's at for now, and there's plenty of room for the other one on the other side then, so I do have room for it at least. I think this is going to be rearranged. I don't like this. Down where the let's see if you can see down here. Down where the lamp is over here, that's going to be cleaned out, and I'm going to put that lamp somewhere. But what I'm thinking about doing for temporary is taking the frequency counter and moving it down there. I'll put up like a mini type shelf or something to keep the frequency counter up high, and then put the Syncor down below next to the plug-ins there, and so that will go there. And then the heat kit, like I said, I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet, but that'll free up a whole other shelf, and I can move the ICO down a shelf then. Also, this area over here, eventually, let me get over here and show you. This area down in here, all this shelf, this black shelf that I put in there for computer, that's going to be moved out, and I want to build more shelves like what's here. And probably will go all the way down, high as the top shelf, and go down 2 or 3, you know, down lower, and put in 2 or 3 shelves there. It'll be similar to the shelving unit I built over, you know, over here for my all this stuff. It'll come up even. In fact, that'll be the end of it on that end, and I'll just put make the shelves fit in diagonally into that, and that way they can just go straight across, and I'll have all that room there, and that'll give me quite a bit more room. And so that's the plan eventually. I got a lot more to do. You guys know how this stuff goes. So like I say, that's what we got going. I do want to try these out. I would like to make some make up some ends for these. I think one of the first ones I may make is this one for this, because the one I've got has come apart once already, and those cheap ones with the exposed screw that everybody keeps yelling at me about. Also, I meant to say something about this. The knobs, the replacement knobs for this ICO is in Indianapolis, so they will be here tomorrow, and that will be a good thing. I think this goes in here, but I think it broke out. I think maybe that's why it come out. Yeah, it just goes through. Well, maybe not. I can't tell. But anyway, not going to worry about that. I've got to find a place for my screws. You know, I've been thinking about a dedicated cabinet, screw cabinet. Dedicated screw cabinet. That just sounds bad, doesn't it? I don't know. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking about. I've got this one here that I bought at Home Depot. This might be better for something like that. I don't know. I haven't decided exactly what I'm put here, but it probably will end up with capacitors in it. But I'm not really sure. Maybe electrolytic capacitors. Just one of the things I'm thinking about. Also, my heat kit C3, which is down here on the floor, it's got to be put up. Again, that's one of the reasons I want to shake this organizational thing over here up. And that lamp over there, while I got that for a Christmas present for my granddaughter, I'm going to use it. It's going to be used on the bench, but you know, I just had it over there to keep it out of the way for right now. But that will come in handy for places I need more light on, working on stuff. And I'm going to try to set up a different mounting spot for it, to where I can, you know, get it where I need it, when I need it, things like that. And that will be done. That's another project. Somebody said, who was it, said that I was going to run out of projects. That's the funniest thing I'd heard all day. No, I'm not going to run out of projects. For one thing, you know, I keep getting new projects in before I finish half the ones I got. And that's the reason I'm not going to run out of projects, because they just keep multiplying. And you guys may not remember this, but I have behind me sitting there is a cardboard representation of the boombox I'm building. And that hasn't been done. Maybe that's what I'll work on next. I've been trying my best. You guys got to understand, I have really been trying hard to do things and complete things. And it's not easy for me. For some reason, when something new comes in, you know, a good example, I want to play with it. And that's the way I've always been that way. Since I was a kid, you know, I love to play with the new stuff. I think everybody's like that to a certain extent, you know. But like I said, here's another example. But oops, I don't want that to go behind here. Like I said, that's another thing I got to do, is do that. But you know, I don't know. It's just the way we were built, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's a men thing. I don't know that either, but I do know I've got these. I bought this battery charger and the batteries. I have yet to even get them out of the packaging. Now that's just pure laziness, because I have the other charger for my other batteries in the other room. I told my granddaughter Kylie when she was here the other day that I was going to move that in here, set up a charging station just for batteries and things like that, to where I could charge up the things that I need to charge, and dedicate an outlet or whatever it takes to get that done. And here's a good example of a place that might work out for that is this over here. And I'm sorry if you can't see a good spot. Behind this lamp, there's a shelf there that extends over to the other side of by my bed, and it's fairly. I think that would be accommodating. I think that would be a good spot to put all the chargers, because there's nothing. It's just junk laid in there now, and I have an outlet right here. You know, so I think that might be the best place for them, and I may work on that too. There's another project. You guys see what I'm up against. I hope you can understand somewhat, and I don't mean to make another big long video about this, so I'm not going to talk anymore. I did go today when I was out about getting my pills, my mini pills. I went over across the tracks and saw that place that what I thought was like a little park or whatever. And it's basically empty with a building around it and a gate around it. I'm not really sure exactly what it is. I haven't been able to tell. Kind of look online and see if I can figure out anything for, you know, for Seymour, the city of Seymour has done to that. Maybe it'll tell there. But, you know, I thought that would have been a good place to do a vlog from. But anyway, that's another story. No big deal. You guys, I think I've got everything covered that I wanted to cover. And if I didn't, I'm sorry, but you know, there's always another video just coming around the bend. I think, did I mention you guys, I think I did, that I was messing around with the Crazy Talk Animator 3 program. I've always been fascinated by stuff like that, and there's a guy that does Zeotech, is the name of his channel, and he does videos for the VSDC editor, and shows all about that. And he uses an animated character. I mean, it's just neat. I just like stuff like that, talking heads, things like that. And I did manage to get it to say something simple, but you know, as far as something elaborate, and again, it's got a watermark on it. I think I did mention this now that I think about it. But I think I'm going to buy that, and I think I really want to try to develop some characters and maybe use it for videos, because Bill had mentioned, you know, me doing a comedy video. That may be a way to go with that, Bill. I'm thinking. So that's just it's all in the thought process now. You know, here, another hand video, Bill. You like this? Huh? Like that? So he was talking about that yesterday when I did the other video. He says, "Oh, great hand video." You know, I think I do a lot of videos where I just sit there and talk at the camera. Well, you know, I think once in a while you kind of get bored with that. I mean, you know, you want to see something different. Just seeing me handle things, that's different. I mean, I can show you my face if you want, but it's not changed any. It's the same old hairy face. That's one of the reasons I don't want to do one right now, is because I got all the bushy beard. I got to get rid of that. But anywho, again, I'm babbling. But like I said, there's all these projects. Whoever it was that, and I apologize, I forget who tells me these things. I have a bad memory for stuff like that. But I have plenty of projects. I have more than enough projects. And I'm babbling again, and I gotta go. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see ya.